Both thoughtful and questionably intentioned individuals may have differing views of church history, scripture, policy, leaders, and claims. In exploring these questions, I find it reasonable to assume that God can only be known as He reveals Himself to us, and not by man's reason alone. I also think it is reasonable that God would be reasonable, and that it is reasonable for us to try to use reason to understand Him in the absence of complete revelation. The questions about the ethics of polygamy, the science of DNA evidence for the Book of Mormon, the meaning of a race, or the history of a church policy are appropriately, if cautiously, approached by reason when revelation is silent. But as a psychologist, I also believe that when we discuss these topics, particularly when they evoke strong emotional responses, it may not be reason alone that we are dealing with, but also psychological phenomena like betrayal, power, trust, and trauma. Sometimes what we need to clarify beliefs are reasoned answers to reasonable questions, but sometimes what we need is healing from old wounds of betrayal, powerlessness, or loss that get reopened by new information or experience. Faithful church members, honest critics, angry former saints, and committed apologists may all benefit from such considerations. So I would like today to touch, however briefly, on the process of belief rather than on its content.